Section 3 of the Hebrew Grammar of Strack. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For further information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Hebrew Grammar by Herman L. Strack, translated by A.R.S. Kennedy. Section 3. Chapter 10. Peculiarities of certain consonants. 1. The gutturals ein, che, he, aleph. 1. Not dagesh forte, but either virtual doubling, dagesh forte implicitum, it is simply the omission of the dagesh, or, chapter 11e, lengthening by way of compensation, the former in decreasing, the latter in increasing frequency with che, he, ein, aleph. Article, chapter 17, hayom, ha-choshech, ha-ir, ha-or. Verb, shaber, shahet, maher, bat, ma'en, shivartem, mihartem, bat, meantem. Me kutala, me tohara, bat, kutalt, ruchast. 2. Preference for the vowel a, chapter 4d, 28d, 60d, 65. Sometimes also for original e, for example, chef so, chapter 28l. 3. No sheva mobile but chatef, mostly chatef patach, with aleph for the kal before the tone syllable, generally chatef segol. Kevartem, avartem, amartem, bat kevor, avor, amor. 4. The pronunciation of the gutturals in a closed pretonic and antipretonic syllable is often lightened by insertion of corresponding chatef, opening of the syllable, chapter 12o. Noun, malko, naaro, kotlo, paalo. Verb, chapter 65, feminine, masculine plural, ektol, eevor, yaktil, yaamid, yaktal, yaamat, wayaktel, wayaaver, wayaamen. 2. Resh. 1. Not dagesh forte, but always lengthening by way of compensation. Article, hayom, harakia. Verb, kitaltem, birachtem, katel, barich, mekutal, mevorach. 2. Preference for a, especially as preceding vowel. See chapter 60d. 3. Chatef patach for sheva mobile, especially in some verbs mediae resh. Chapter 65r beta. 3. Aleph. 1. At the end of a syllable and word, aleph completely loses its value as a consonant. Hence, alpha, without sheva, yaft, wayar, nerd, chet, and beta, the immediately preceding vowel is lengthened because now standing in an open syllable. Katal, Massa, Niktal, Nimsa, Katalta, Masata. Chapter 75a. 2. A preceding schwa mobile is often absorbed by the long vowel of aleph. Ma'atayim, 200 for Mu'atayim. Rashim, heads for Ru'ashim. Note also, third infinitive emor, say, with l becomes lemor, to say, dicendo. 4. Elohim with the prefixes b, k, l, v becomes Belohim, etc. Adonai retains after these prefixes the short vowel Badonai, Kadonai, etc. Hence, Ba-Yahweh, etc. See chapter 9b. Note, in the verbs prime gutturalis, aleph at the end of a syllable has consonantal value, can, therefore, have schwa quiescence. See chapter 65 hi. 4. He. He is elided in certain cases after schwa mobile. The vowel of he is then transferred to the preceding consonant. Article, chapter 17e, verbs, chapters 59d, 61e, 62a. 5. Vowel. 1. The soft semivocalic consonant vowel is merged in the homogeneous vowels o or u. Alpha, in the middle of a syllable, especially before a homogeneous vowel, whether preceded by a vowel or a schwa mobile. Cum, arise, imperfect, for quum, com, to arise, for kawom. Better, at the end of a syllable. Haktal, hurad, for huvrad, and under the influence of a preceding a contraction, yaktilu, yoridu, for yavridu, chapter 68. Gamma, at the end of a word after another consonant. Tohu, for tohvu. Delta, wow copulative, chapter 46. 2. Original vowel at the beginning of a word has in most cases passed into yod. Yalat, peperit, for walad, see chapter 68a. 3. Transition of waw to yod in the verbs medie yod, medie waw yod, see chapter 72a. 4. Complete expulsion of waw in the verbs medie waw, see chapter 71 f, g, alpha, l. 6. Yod. 1. Yod is merged in a homogeneous long vowel, alpha, at the end of a syllable, end of a word, after I in I. Yittav for Yitav. Bihuda for Bihuda. After A, often contraction to E. Yaktil, Yetiv for Yaitiv. Chapter 69b. Suse, status constructus plural, chapter 21e, but with suffixes still sometimes susai, chapter 22f. Better, at the end of a word after another consonant, which has then to give up its vowel in I. Puri, fruit, for pari. Chapter 30. Ani, misery, for oni. Yuhi and yuchi, see chapter 76b, c. 2. Compare besides chapters 31, 74. 7. Nun. Nun is assimilated to the following consonant, except when that consonant is a guttural or resh. Alpha in the verbs prime nun, yiktol, yippol for yinpol, hiktil, hippil. See chapter 67a. Beta, also the final nun, the verb natan, give. For example, katalt, natat, kytaltem, nytatem, niktaltem, nitatem. Gamma, often in prose, almost without exception, in mean. For example, mikedem for min and kedem. Delta in those nouns of the form kattel, kittel, kuttel, whose second radical is nun. See chapter 26a-b. Chapter 11. Changes of vowels. 1. Vowels are unchangeable. 1. When they are long, either by nature or as o in kochav, star, for kaf-kav, from kafkaf, with contraction, as e, u in most cases o, and also e. 2. In a doubly closed syllable, chapter 12e, for example, e in mikdash, sanctuary, mikdushe el, the sanctuaries of God, and in kikar, circuit, kikar hayarden, he perichoros tu Jordanu. 3. In syllables with virtual doubling, mihartem. 4. When lengthening by way of compensation has taken place before the guttural or resh. Mein, meantem. Note, exception to 2, accented patach is often in pause lengthened to kames. See chapters 60f, 61d. 2. Changeable, that is, may be shortened or in certain cases entirely dropped, are 1. Vowels made long by the tone long vowels, especially a and e in nouns. Chapter 24. Mikdash, oyev, enemy, plural, oivim. E and o in verbs kittel, he has murdered, plural, kitlu, yiktol, he will kill, plural, yiktulu. 2. Pretonic vowels, that is, vowels originally short, which are lengthened owing to their position in an open syllable before the tone. Davar, word, plural, devarim. Enav, grape, plural, anavim. Katal, nekawit. Kytaltem, nekawistis. 3. Dropping and shortening of vowels. A. In the noun in an open syllable. 1. When the tone is thrown forward by an affirmative or status constructus, the vowel that stood in the syllable before the tone is dropped. Nasi, prince. Nusi haares, the prince of the land. Plural nesiim, Nisi ehem, principes eorum. Native, path. Feminine, nutiva, do. 2. If two vowels are changeable, that vowel is dropped which, when the tone is moved forward, will stand in the second syllable before the tone. The vowel preceding the one just referred to, because now in a loosely closed, unaccented syllable, chapter 12, Q, is shortened, a being often thinned to e. Kanaf, wing. Kynafo, his wing. Kan fehem, ale eorum. Davar, word. Devaro, his word. Difrehem, verba eorum. For the treatment of changeable vowels in a shut syllable, see the chapter of the forms, especially chapters 24, 25. B. In the verb, the vowel of the second radical is dropped before accented affirmative beginning with a vowel. For example, the vowel of a syllable immediately before the tone. Noun, chacham, sophos. Chachama, Sophie. Verb, Chacham, he is wise. Chachma, she is wise. Noun, Yakar, precious, masculine. Yekara, feminine. Yakar, he is precious. Yakra, she is precious. Exceptions, see chapter 50a. Before accented affirmatives beginning with a consonant, chapter C applies. Katal, kytaltem, kytalticha, nekawite. 4. Compensation. Lengthening appears wherever a dagesh required by the grammatical form has been omitted, a being lengthened to a, I to e, u to o. 1. When virtual doubling has not taken place, always before gutturals or resh, examples chapter 10a1 b1. 2. At the end of a word, chapter 6f1. A, however, remains in most cases unlengthened. For example, em for im, chok for chuk, gan for gan. See chapters 26b, 73a, 74s. 5. Of the remaining vowel changes, the most important are those affecting patach. 1. Patach in an unaccented closed syllable very frequently becomes I. In the strong verb, regularly in yiktol, niktal, kittel, hiktil. In the noun, see divrei Yosef, the words of Joseph, for davrei. Divrehem from davar, chapter 25b. Pitya from pat, chapter 26d gamma. Sitki from satk, chapter 28a. 2. Patach becomes segol before cha and cho, and before unaccented ha and a, when the guttural is virtually doubled. Achai, my brothers. Echai, luchavot for lahavot, flames. Lachavot esh, flames of fire. More examples, chapter 17c. Exception, Hera, to the mountain, Genesis 14:10 for Hara. 6. Rise of new vowels. 1. The prefixes b, k, l, w before a guttural with Chatef receive the corresponding short vowel. B and Edom becomes Be'edom. So Le'edom, Ve'edom. Chali and L becomes Lachali. Wachali, Asher and V becomes Ba'asher. So Ka'asher, La'asher, Wa'asher. Exceptions: Lemur, Belohim, Ba'adonai, Ba'Yahweh, Wa'adonai, etc. See chapter 10c. 2. B, K, L, chapter 45. Before Shuva receive the vowel I. Devar Adonai, the word of Yahweh. Bitvar, Kidvar, Lidvar, syllable loosely closed. See chapter 12r. The following Yod quiesces in I, chapter 10f alpha. B and Yehuda becomes Bihuda. So too after Vau copulativum, Vihuda. 3. Vau copulativum before Shuva and the labials, Bet, Vau, Mim, P, becomes U. Udbar, Adonai, Uwayit, Umelech, Upal. Chapter 46. Note before lip sounds the Babylonian punctuation Waw with Raphe, that is V. 4. In the syllable before the tone not only are originally short vowels lengthened, but even new vowels appear. Alpha, under the prefixes V, K, and especially L. See chapter 45. B under Vau copulativum at the end of a sentence or part of a sentence, that is, after a large disjunctive and with words occurring in pairs. Yom walayla, day and night. Tov wara, good and evil. Lechem wamayim, bread and water. See Genesis 8:22. 5. In two consonants end, except at, though feminine, and second feminine singular perfect, katalt, etc., only a few forms from weak verbs, chapter 74, ot, a few words ending in aleph, s, shav, chet, and nard, kosht, truth. In all other cases, the pronunciation is facilitated by the insertion of a helping vowel, generally shegol. Hence, the expression shegolat forms in the case of gutturals mostly patach after yod I. For details, see chapters 27 to 30, 36a, 65, 74. Chapter 12. Of the syllable. Commencement of a syllable. Silbenanlaut. Every syllable, and hence every word, must begin with one consonant. That is, neither with a vowel, or, single exception, see chapter 11 G3, nor with two consonants. If the first consonant of a syllable, or a word, has no vowel of its own, it receives Shuva mobile, chapter 5c, or with Achach, Chatef, chapters 5d, 10a3. Close of a syllable, Silbenauslaut, a distinction is made between 1. Open syllables, or those ending with a vowel, kumu, asita, Oto, Shana. He, see chapter 2b. They have always a long vowel. Exception, the verbal suffix ani, chapter 79e. Syllables ending in aleph are regarded as open. Katal, Massa. See, however, chapter 10c note. Unaccented syllables with a long vowel are open. The following schwa is schwa mobile. Shomerim. 2 shut syllables, or those ending in a consonant. Ka-tal, second syllable. They are called doubly shut when the consonant closing the syllable is immediately followed by another consonant in the same word. Miswa, first syllable. Ka-talt, second syllable. If the two consonants are identical or have been made so, that is, if the vowel is followed by a consonant with dagesh, the syllable may also be termed sharpened. Hashishi, syllable 1 and 2. Unaccented, shut syllables have always a short vowel. Mavdil, first. Yulat, first. Wayakam, 1, 3. Wayamet, 1, 3. Unaccented syllables with a short vowel are shut. Chazdu, 1. In an accented shut penultima, we find only following vowels. Alpha, the tone-long vowels a, e, o. Yama, yaronu, 2. Hence, neither e or u, nor yet the essentially, that is, by nature or by contraction, long vowels a, e, o. Better, the short vowels a, e. Katalta, mimenu. In an accented shut ultima, all long vowels may appear. Of the short vowels a and e, sometimes even e, especially the two particles im, if, im, with, which, however, are often, as min, always, made toneless by makef, and the form vayishb, chapter 74o alpha. 3 opened syllables, that is, syllables whose originally double close has been removed by a helping vowel, 1, at the end of a word. Generally, a helping vowel, see chapter 11i, in most cases segol, though also, especially when the last letter or the last but one is a guttural, patach. The accented vowel of the opened syllable is then in the most cases lengthened. See o, u to o. Kodesh, rohav, orach, I to e. Sefer, Shema, a to e. Melech, Zera. See chapter 28 c, d. If the last letter but one is a guttural, patach remains in the opened syllable unchanged. Na'ar, da'at, tochachat, chapter 36a, waya'al, chapter 74o epsilon. If the last letter but one is yod, chirek is used as helping vowel. Patach remains in an opened syllable. Ayin, chapter 29a. Also, in the suffix form yich, for example, Elohayich, and in the dual ending im, ayim. In the apocopated imperfects of the verbs tertiär he, the lengthening of I to E is often dispensed with. See chapter 74 O gamma, for example, yigel for yigl. 2. In the middle of a word, the consonant closing the syllable, if a guttural, frequently receives, for ease of pronunciation, the chatef corresponding to the preceding vowel, without this vowel being lengthened. Examples chapter 10a4. Na'aro in syllables na'aro. The vowel remains unlengthened even when, instead of chatef, owing to its being followed by a shwa, the corresponding short vowel is written. See chapter 5f. Yechezak, plural, yechezku. Divide. Yechezku, yachalom, plural, yachalmu, yachalmu. 4. Loosely shut syllables. We call such syllables as were originally followed by a vowel, which has been dropped in accordance with the general laws in chapters 11c2 and 11d. That a syllable is loosely closed may be recognized by the fact that begat kefat retain their aspiration. The shwa is not vocal, is not shwa mobile. Examples to chapter 11c2. Kanaf, kan pehem, kan fehem. Chapter 25a. Melachim for malachim. Malchehem, chapter 28h. Chorbotayich, chorbotayich, chapter 35a. To chapter 11d, Ya'amot, plural, Ya'amedu. Yecherad, plural, Yecheredu. Ne'esaf, plural, Ne'esefu. See chapter 65 FHK. To the class of loosely shut syllables belong also such syllables as arise from the addition of the prefixes b, k, l to words whose first consonant is pointed with shwa. Lidbar, chapter 11g2. Exception, l before infinitive kal, see chapter 55d. Very seldom do we find a loosely shut syllable where no vowel has been dropped. See chapter 28q. See also Habaita, chapter 29a. Complete closure of a syllable contrary to a rule in Barkat, chapter 34d alpha. Herpot, chapter 35c. See also Bishaf Kucha, chapter 55d. Chapter 13. Of the tone. The principal tone in Hebrew rests generally on the last syllable. On the penultimate, almost exclusively in the following cases. 1. When the last vowel is a helping vowel, chapter 11i, hence in the dual. For example, Shunatayim, biennium. 2. Before kames with the following he locale, chapter 20c, Ashura to Assyria. 3. Before the suffix nu, for example, Malkenu, our king. Shulachanu, Misitnos, and before a few other suffixes, see chapters 22, 79h. 4. The verbal forms ending in ta, ti, nu, perfect, na, imperfect, imperative. In the hifil also those in a, kames with following he, ui. Catalta, Catalnu, Ictila, Iactilu. 5. In the verbs mediae vau and tertiae geminatae, the endings a, cames with following he, u, I, even in the other conjunctions, for example, cum, kama, she has risen, kamu, they have risen, kumi, arise, imperative feminine. 6. In a number of forms of the imperfect without affirmatives when vau consecutivum is prefixed. Chapter 64, G, K to N. 7. Several times in pause. See Chapter 14, G, H, E. 8. Frequently also to avoid the concurrence of two tone syllables. In a word with open penultima and long open or short closed ultima, when immediately followed by a monosyllable or by a word with the accent on the first syllable, the tone is generally shifted back to the penultimate syllable. Kara Laila, Genesis 1:5. Tochal Lechem, Genesis 3:19. Amat Sham, Genesis 19:27. Note 1. Thus, retrogression of the tone does not take place with a closed penultima or from a long vowel in the closed ultima, with the occasional exception of sere. Afar ata, dost art thou, Genesis 3:19. Nor yet when the first word ends with a heavy suffix, nor when the distinctness of pronunciation would be affected. Shelusha ile. These three. Genesis 9:19. Lo yikare od. Genesis 17:5. Sere, when deprived of the tone in a closed ultima, either receives metek, Navil sis, Jesaja 14:7-8, or is shortened to segol, see chapter 59f. Note 2. The tone never rests on the antepenultima. Jesaja 14:18, 58, Job 12:15 are only apparent exceptions, to be explained according to chapters 5f, 12p, against Delitzsch on Jesaja 14:18 and in the preface to Baer's edition of Job, page 6. Chapter 14 of the pause. 1. At the end of sentences and of larger divisions of a sentence, many changes take place in the accentuation and the vocalization, which are occasioned partly by general considerations of rhythm, partly by a special regard for the solemn recitation of the sacred text. 2. These changes appear uniformly with Siluk, Segolta, Shalshelet, and Adnach, often with Zakkev in the books of Psalms, Job, Proverbs, chapter 7l, always with Siluk, Ole Yoret, and in smaller verses with Adnach, often with Adnach after Ole Yoret, rarely with other accents. 3. The pausal effects are not the same for all accents. Ata, though masculine, for example, appears with Siluk, Adnach, and Ole Yoret as Atta, with Zakkev and Adnach after Ole Yoret as Atta. See Genesis 3:19, Psalm 2:7. 1. Lengthening of the vowel. Alpha. Especially frequent is the change of patach to kames. Mayim, water, mayim. Laila, night, laila. Yasar finxit, Yassar, Shamarti, Shamarti, Zachart, Zachart, Yalatnu, Yalatnu. In Shegolate forms, chapter 28g, Na'ar, boy, Na'ar, and in the same way, Eres, because ground form Ars, Ares. Zera, seed, Zara. Better, Patach and Segol in the ground form of the perfect Piel become Sere. Milat, Milet. Diber, he has spoken, Diber, chapter 60d e. Note, monosyllables with Patach remain in most cases unchanged. Bat, Genesis 30:21, At, Genesis 49:27. 2. Vowel changes. Sere sometimes becomes Patach. Hefer, Fregit, Hefar, Jelech, Ibit, Vayelach, Yikatel, Vayigamal, and he was weaned. Better, Sere becomes Kames in the perfect, imperative, imperfect Hitpael, because there originally A. Chapter 62d Gamma. Gamma, Cholem sometimes becomes Kames. Ka'asher, Shachalti, Shacholti, Genesis 43:14. Oz, Genesis 49:3. Yitrov, Genesis 49:27. 3. Retrogression of the tone. Anochi, I, Anochi, Ata, Aru, Leiber, Psalm 137:7. 4. Retrogression of the tone with lengthening of the vowel. Ata, Ata, Ata now, Ata. 5. Retrogression of the tone with restoration or and lengthening of a vowel that has been reduced to schwa. Alpha, especially frequent in the verbs. See chapter 11d. Natan, he has given, feminine, natuna, natana. Male, he is full, plural, malu, maleu. Yishmor, he will keep, plural, yishmeru, yishmoru. Shema, hear, imperative, plural, shim'u, shema'u. Yulat, he was born, plural, yuledu, yuladu. Better, in masculine Shegolate forms from tertiary he stems, chapter 30c, for example, puri, fruit, originally pari, chapter 10f beta, peri, chali, sickness, choli. Gamma, before the suffix cha, thy, the, masculine. Davar, devarecha, thy word. Devarecha. Yishmor, yishmarcha, he will keep thee. Yishmerecha. Before the full endings of the imperfect un and in, the reduced vowel is restored in pause as a long vowel without retrogression of the tone. Yilkotul, Tirbakin. 7. In the imperfect, the accent with a vowel consecutivum has drawn to the penultimate syllable is restored to the ultima, whereby certain vowel changes are occasioned. See chapter 64, G. M. End of section 3.